are with Sheldon Simeon. I'm so excited to be talking about how to throw a proper luau. You might have guessed from my lei. Thank you for putting on my lei, because as you said, someone has to actually put it on you.
Yeah, it's a gift, it's from each other's heart, welcoming them in. That's what it is.
And so I think that for a lot of Americans, we have this very kind of not nuanced portrait of what a luau is. But what is a traditional luau actually?
A traditional luau is your Hawaiian get-together or your party, and it's could be considered just in the backyard, or it could go up to where we celebrate even for a first birthday party up to 1,000 to 1,200 people. I don't know, however much.
And what are the essentials of a luau?
The essentials of a luau is food, of course. There's probably will be some music and some hula dancing, and then some great drinks. But it's just all to celebrate each other's, just being with each other. And then we have some examples of the food here right in front of us.
So what food items do you have to have at a luau?
Food items, there's the center is always the roasted pig or the kalua pig, whether it's cooked over a fire, but the most traditional is in the imu, and that's cooked underground with some lava stones, covered and buried, and that's for like 12 hours. And then opening ceremony would be the unveiling of the pork coming out, and that's like kind of signifies the start of the luau right there.
And for people at home, if somebody wanted to do their own luau but didn't have the space to kind of put a pig underground, what kind of recipes would you recommend?
That you can do by simply taking some that kalua pig, by cooking in your like a pork shoulder, cooking in the oven with just a little simple sea salt, maybe a banana leaf if you could find at the Asian market, and just cook it down really, really slow and get it shredded, and to mimic that underground oven.
And then what else? I mean, obviously Hawaiian food, seafood is a huge piece of it.
Seafood is huge, and here in New York, you've got poke places that's going crazy. Poke is originated in Hawaii. I think if you can find fresh fish, that is always a key. And like Hawaiian poke is super simple because we're surrounded by the most amazing seafood in the world. Just simply with some sea salt, maybe some soy sauce if you have, a little bit of onions and some seaweed.
Tell me about some of the dishes you have here.
Here, yeah, these are some of more the appetizer side, what you would taste the first part of the luau. Here is lomi lomi salmon. Lomi lomi means to massage. So we took salmon and get it cured, massage it with sea salt, mixed with a little bit of tomatoes. Here's two examples of poke, one octopus style. This one's tossed with sesame seeds, a little bit of scallions. This is ahi tuna with a little bit of seaweed. Here we have, you'll see the Chinese influence. Chinese was one of the first immigrants. This is chicken long rice. Just chicken that's cooked down very slowly, a little bit of rice noodles, and then some scallions in there.
Let's talk about the heritage of Hawaii, because obviously Hawaiian cuisine pulls from so many places. Yeah. What are the different influences on Hawaiian cuisine?
I think we talk about what do we think of Hawaii cuisine. So there's actually a separation, Hawaiian cuisine and Hawaii cuisine. Hawaiian, of course, is the first, the native food of the first voyagers of Hawaii. So that's what you'll see, like the pig and the poke, and then the influencers of the immigrants that came to work on the plantation field. So you'll see Filipino, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, Puerto Rican, all kind of coming together and making this cuisine of Hawaii. Wow.
And what about dessert?
Dessert, coconut is king during dessert, and we have this thing called haupia, which is like a coconut custard.
Wow. So just anything coconut will take the cake.
Yeah, there you go. That's usually how it finishes out.
And also, let's talk about drinks, because there's punches, there's beers. What do you drink at a luau?
Okolehao means like bottoms up, but that is our moonshine, so to say, made out of whether it be pineapple or sugarcane. Beer is king in Hawaii, I would say, at the luau. But you also see tropical drinks, your hapa haole stuff like mai tais and a lava flow.
And what about decor? Obviously, I mean, this is a real lei made with flowers. What kind of decor do you have to really evoke Hawaii?
Definitely bust out your best aloha shirt that you can find, and the women always in their muumuus. So, but there is a lot of amazing local designers now, kind of giving that modern cuts and applying it to traditional patterns.
I was gonna
and
say, you're
stuff.
wearing a very like cool Hawaiian shirt rather than kind of what we think of like our dads wear.
Right, yeah. Guys like Zig Zane and Plate Lunch and all of those guys are just taking inspiration from the past and applying it in modern textures.
And what do you think the biggest misconceptions are that you feel like people have about Hawaiian cuisine that you want to sort of correct the record on?
I think a lot of it is because we are in an island, it's all tropical based. It might be thinking that pineapples and mangoes and passion fruit is the forefront of it. But it's a very savory cuisine. Just starting because of the main seasoning was sea salt. So a lot of the traditional things were very savory. And then everyone thinks it's only Asian, a lot of soy sauce and all of that. But equally as influencing is Portuguese and Puerto Rican and Korean.
And for those of us who want to go to Hawaii rather than throw our own luau's, where can we find you?
If you come to Hawaii, come and find me at Tin Roof in Kahului, right next to the airport, and I'll be opening Calabash soon on the south side of Maui.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for teaching us how to throw a proper luau. Really
My
appreciate it.
pleasure. Mahalo.